Welcome back to another edition of Tea and Toys. We've got the official Wave 8 of the Ultimates Super7 ThunderCats. And as you can see, it's quite a big hit wave still. We've still got the big characters coming out with this toy line. First up, how can I miss out one of the last two ThunderCats that will be released? Here we have Wilykit. And if I'm honest, this one actually does look like an upgrade from the Mattel version. One I did have. I always felt their heads were just too big and the eyes were just too round and too big for the toys. So I'm kind of glad that, having seen this render, admittedly it is a render, it is Super7, so we've got to keep an eye on the final product. But at the moment, she does actually look really good. She comes with a whole host of accessories, just like the original did. So, yep, all in for this one, and cannot wait to see what she looks like in the physical form, and to put her back on that old collector's shelf. And the second hero, Hatchiman. This was one of my top 1 characters outside of ThunderCats and Mutants. Him and Safari Joe were the top 2 sort of other hero or other baddie characters that I did want. Safari Joe used to have as a kid, but Hatchiman never had as a kid, and I love the look of this. And I kind of hope that he's not balancing the sword on his finger there. I hope that's a finger, pointy finger, and a separate lit up sword piece. I hope that's clarified. No, it looks like it's the same piece according to the other render as well. That's kind of a weird decision that they're doing that. I would prefer if they took away the hand. I like the helmet head. I like the alternate, is that a belt? All different hands look quite good, but I'm not too sure about the holding. I think he might do that in the cartoon, but I'd rather have the option that he can hold a lit up sword and not hold it balancing on his finger. I personally don't like that. Whether he does it in the cartoon or not, I don't know. But outside of that weird finger sword, I'm happy for Hatchiman to be out and want him on the shelf. And the 2 baddies. Now, I was going to and ah in regards to picking up the Lunatax, and I'm going to say no. I'm going to stick with Mutants, a couple of independent baddies, and ThunderCats with a few independent heroes. So this isn't on my list, but he does look quite good. And him and Chiller are probably my favourite designs from the Lunatax. It comes with a host of accessories, you can see there, different heads like any other characters. And yeah, so happy for those of you that want him, but he won't be joining my collection. And the last villain, another independent villain from the series, Captain Shiner here. Now, is his costume this purple in the show? Like, I really don't know, thinking back, and haven't looked at images of him to compare with this, so we'll do it afterwards. But yeah, interesting that how purple he looks. I might be wrong in thinking he wasn't this purple in the cartoon. I think the original toy was he wearing black in the original toy? Maybe that's what I'm getting confused with. But there he is, 3 different heads on Shiner there. Not sure if one of them is overly necessary. Looks like a version of the Pumra Sword of Omen's dagger. I could be right, there might be a whole new design. And what I'm interested in here is they're doing different arms. So you can actually have his arms folded, which he does do in the series a few times when he's in the show. So that's interesting they're doing that, and I think, yeah, we should see more of that instead of these double jointed elbows that simply do not work. So a whole host of hands and some handcuffs. Now, I did not know that Captain Shiner was that kinky, but there we go. 4 new figures from the Ultimates line. What do you think? Are you excited? Don't forget to love, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next video.